I'm Giggles, and
Yeah,
I
from
stay,
Sherwood Park?
I stay at Sherwood Park. I've been staying here now for a month or two now, and this is what I'd like to let you guys know what's happening to us here and what we lost in the past. It says here, were you offered alternate shelter, hotel vouchers, or storage bins while being evicted? No, we sure wasn't. No, we wasn't. Okay. It says, why didn't you want to stay at an outside women's shelter or for the gentleman's victory mission? Okay. For myself, due to staying in the shelter that was infested in the past with bed bugs, I now have a phobia of bugs and cannot handle it emotionally, stressfully, or staying in any shelter due to the fact of bed bugs in the past. It says, do you reside in Sherwood Park? Yes, I do. It says, did you lose personal belongings while being evicted from Sherwood Park? Describe them. Yes, I did. I lost my tent, my blankets, about 8 of them, my clothes, my food, my stove. I had a little roll carpet I put down underneath my comforter so I slip on. I lost all my hygiene, my shampoo, my shower stuff. They call me Mama Giggles. I lost all my pots and pans because I cook for a lot of the people out here. We all pitch in and put food together and I cook for them. I lost my stove. I lost my pills from my doctor due to the fact of my ability. I'm disabled. My doctor. My important letters from my Social Security and AFDC. I lost 6 pairs of my shoes, 6 pants, 6 tops, 2 jackets, my underclothes, my socks. I lost my phone charger, my 4 towels, and I lost about $50 worth of food due to the fact I just got my AFDC, my food stamps. It says, tell me about any harm that has or may have happened to you now that you cannot live at Sherwood Park in a group setting. Well, we asked the police officers where we were supposed to go, and they told us to the sidewalk. I mean, they're saying sidewalks no harm to us. Okay, I could be getting robbed. I could be getting sexual assaulted. It's always a risk. And the cops hit my tent with their stick, and I happened to be laying in there, and it hit me in the head. The following week, they came and they started messing with my tent again, and I was standing above them. I started taking my tarp and my blanket off. I was standing out there. I told the police officer, stop that. That was my tent. And he said, no more camping here. Get out.
Hi, my name is Crystal Cornejo, and I live here at Sherwood Park, and this is my declaration for the civil lawsuit
Civil
that
harassment.
we're filing. It says, were you offered alternative shelter, motel voucher, or storage bins while being evicted? No, I did not get offered any shelter or motel vouchers, and I didn't get offered a storage bin until all my stuff was taken already. And I didn't want to take the offer of the storage bins because I feel they have taken enough from me, so I would not trust or believe that they would store and take care of any of my property of mine. It says, why don't you want to stay at the Al-Assad Warming Shelters or Victory Mission? There's never any space available, or they don't take couples. It's either for men or for women. I'm not alone. I have my spouse with me, and they have sex offenders housed there, tons of bed bugs and cockroaches. To be honest with you, it's probably cleaner here at the park.
That's right.
It says, do you reside at Sherwood Park? Yes, I do. Did you lose personal belongings while being evicted from Sherwood Park? But yes, I did lose personal belongings, tons of them, including the picture of my dead brother who was shot and killed September 3rd of 1918. His name is Daniel Martinez. I had a board in his memory that the dean of Hartnell College had posted in the newspaper, to my knowledge. they are supposed to store our belongings for 30 days, but they lie. They crushed my brother's picture in my face with heavy machinery, and I'm heartbroken, traumatized, and very angry at these people for doing this. They have no heart. I was already off the property. Not only that, I provide the homeless community with bikes or bicycle repairs for free. And they also crushed all my bike parts that help people with that, that help people that can't afford it. And now I have no help. Now I have no parts to help anyone with, and it's embarrassing. They also took our food and crushed that as well. It's bad enough they took everything else I owned, but our food, I just stood there crying my eyes out. They even crushed my only transportation I have, which is my brand new bike. I had just bought it. They would not let me even take it off the machine they had right there. The officers just stood there with big smiles on their faces talking about which rodeo passes they got. These people have no hearts, but I wish them well. I guess 1 week of partying for them is more important than my dead brother or food in my mouth. Then to hell with them too. That's basically what they told me without saying it. Says, tell me about any harm that has or may happen to you now that you cannot live at Sherwood Park. We're all family here at this park. We all take care of each other. No one goes hungry or cold without some of these individuals. This park, I would not have anything. Sorry. I would not have anything at all for these if it wasn't for these people. Or us people that live here.
That's it?
It just says we're regular people who don't want to lose the family that once helped them get this far. Can you blame them? No,
So this just happened. We got evicted. What's been happening since the strict enforcement has gone into effect?
Well, since I've left here, I've had police contact at least 5 times. 3 different places that I've stayed at, we've got kicked out of every spot. We asked them, well, where are we supposed to go? They tell us the sidewalk. Okay, so you're telling us it's okay to kick back on the sidewalk? But like people are really gonna want to see our tents on the sidewalk. You know, at least we're hidden in this park. You know what I mean? Like they don't see us. We don't bother nobody. If anything, we all help each other. Nobody does anything to anybody here. It's crazy to me. Like the cops do more stuff to us than we do to anybody else.
Can I go ahead and speak? The park kept my new family. We watch out after one another. If somebody leaves, they'll holler, hey, can you keep an eye on my spot? And we do. And how I know, because most of the time I am here and I cook a lot for everybody. We all pitch in, can of beans, can of rice, or we all pitch in. One time it was 20 people I cooked for. And they all pitched in a little bit of something each, if it was a bag of tortillas, whatever it was. And that morning, boy, did we have a good breakfast here. You know, by all of us working together. You know, we don't got much out here. We don't choose to be out here. You know, you think I like it, my grandkids embarrassed because they're not at the park. My daughter coming hollering at me because what am I doing here? You know, I have nowhere to go. I am displaced, handicapped. Well, I am displaced. I am disabled. And I'm trying to get on the right track. I did everything from apartments to Social Security and everything. It's all a waiting period. But now that I have nowhere to go, I've been here at the park still, and I've been harassed also. Big time, just for sitting there. It has nothing to do with no alcohol, no drugs, no nothing. I'm just sitting there like today. I came in, I went to the 99-cent store and got a bag of 99-cent store lunch stuff for everybody here. You know, it's been about 10 of us here. It's okay, it cost me $6, you know?
Just put it this way, we're surprised we're doing this video right here, right now.
You know?
That's how bad it is.
I care about people here. You know, but for the cops to kick me out twice in one day for sitting on the bench, just sitting there, just watching the kids, just sitting there, doing nothing. And then he threatened to take me to jail? For what? For sitting here on a bench? I had a problem with that, you know? Dude, the fact already kicking me out, I can't destroy my stuff right in front of me. I mean, I don't even know if I did to the officers or the city of Salinas to deserve this. I am a U.S. citizen. You know, I am Giggles, and I'm strong. That's it.
Do you think the police have been fair with you in their interactions?
No, man, they are so rude.
They're the most hateful. Actually, you know what? I'm lying right now. I ran into one officer that was freaking awesome. He was a very awesome guy, and he told me himself that. Well, I let him know. I thanked him, and I was like, "Thank you so much for not judging us or not coming at us wrong." I literally thanked him, and then I was like, because usually we've been having a bad contacts with officers here, and he's just like, you know what? He's all, and I apologize for those other officers that I've treated you that way. He's all, and I highly suggest if you run into any more of those officers, please make a complaint. And I was just like, man, that's the first. You know, and I literally thanked him, and I was just like, yeah, we've had some bad experiences so far with these cops. And he's just like, yeah, and I'm sorry for that. And I also told the news and stuff, you know, I apologize for the homeless people that you guys have ran into, that given you a bad time, if there was any, you know, because there are some out there, of course there is, you know, but we're not that. We're not contagious people, we're not infected. You can shake my hand, you can say hello. There's people that just pass by and just look at us like, what the heck?
Exactly, and you know, and we keep this park cleaner than the city workers do. I know because I'm the one that's keeping this place on Four Corners. When I first came here, I was like, so, where's the city workers? Look how filthy this place is. So we all pitch in days and we all clean together. You know, the park looks better than before. You know, it comes sweep day, we clean it up. I sweep all my area. My neighbors, we make sure our area's clean, everything's out of there. And they got pictures of junk, and I know for a fact that's not my area, but it's my area in the background, and I know for a fact.
No, I seen my stuff on some of
I
those
sweep it
pictures.
the night before, my stuff's out of here. My girlfriend comes in, helps me, gets my stuff, and it's swept, very nice. And to see the pictures like that, it's a lie. I'm sorry, it's a lie. It's a lie. Can't help it. City workers don't want to come only once or twice a week for the garbage. You know?
The only pictures they got are the pictures that they're taking while the sweep is going on. It
Yes.
is freaking filthy when they're doing the sweeps, only because everybody's scattering so fast to get all their stuff out of there, and they're rushing you, and of course there's going to be tons of straggling stuff left behind. What do you expect? That's what they want. That's what they're coming for, right? The garbage. So what is the complaint then? You guys are the ones telling us to leave the garbage there so they can come and get it.
You know?
And, but then they go and they take pictures of that garbage when they're the ones that told us to leave it right there. We even offered to pick it up for them so we clean all of our stuff. No. Go ahead and leave it right there. That's because they want to take pictures of that.
To make us look bad.
To make us look bad. And I don't understand what's that for. You know, and one of these guys that's doing the sweep brought their kid to work. I don't care. Like, I would never, if I had a job like that, oh, you know what? I would never have a job like that. But if I did, you know, I would never bring my kid to work showing them
Wow.
to rip. It's okay to rip something out of someone's hands that don't have nothing left. They're traumatized. You know, you're gonna let your little kid watch these people get traumatized and either think it's cool or think it's, you're giving the okay to do that to people. There's teenage kids that roll through here locking the homeless people in the restrooms. One of these homeless people have no legs. They're in a wheelchair.
All I got
And
to
their
say-
teenage children are locking them in the restroom.
All I got to say is what I seen on the last week. You guys are some very, very heartless people. Heartless, what I've seen. I would be so embarrassed from Salinas, California. I am. Even speaking of, you guys are very heartless.
And that's not everybody. They're not all heartless. There's a lot of good people out there, but you know, maybe we just haven't ran into them yet. Just like you guys maybe haven't ran into those crazy homeless people, you know? Like, yeah, if I wasn't homeless, I'd still be out here helping them.
Displaced. We all bleed red, okay?
I was staying in a house and I was still out here helping all my friends. These are some of the best people that I've ever met in my life.
That's right.
And without them, I'd be 10 times worse than I am now, and I'm not even that bad. You know, I'm not bad at all, I don't think. We all take care of each other. We're doing fine. We just ain't got nowhere to go.
With the Lord's help.
As to your struggle, whether or not the police officers and administration are good people, would you say that the policies and procedures that they tell you is the way that they implement them in practice?
It's all a lie. I mean, all their nothing they do is, well, any way they're going about this is not. It's not how you go about things.
Because they say they care about, they care
don't.
about people and they want to see what good things happen for
And they
you.
wouldn't be ripping stuff out of their hands the way they are if they really cared. If they really cared, then they would help with their hearts.
And while they're taking them out from your hands, they're just telling you, get a job.
Yeah, get a job, this and that. Well, you know what? Give us somewhere to put our stuff at so it's safe. And then screw the place to stay. I can work without staying anywhere. The thing is, my belongings and stuff, I can't just leave them anywhere. I can't leave them on the side of the road because you know what? These officers are going to have somebody come and sweep it up. Like it's garbage. My stuff's not garbage. You know, my brother's picture was not garbage. Not to me. Like, there's that whole job thing, and no, it's not easy. You have to worry about, yes, we do. There's no stealing here or nothing like that, but you know what? There's those outsiders that do come into the park and decide they want to pick this up while they're walking by it.
See, I don't see how from the gate they let the sweet people come and touch our stuff. By rights, it should be like certain type of
They took our
agents,
food.
certain type of people be doing that to touch our stuff. They got these gardeners that's coming in and just taking our stuff. By right, you should be licensed people to be coming in there and touching our stuff.
You know, that guy that brought his kid to work, if he would have ran into one of those crazy homeless people while he was working, because I'll be damned, a lot of people do not want them touching their stuff. A lot of people fight over people touching their stuff. What if you would have ran into one of those crazy homeless people with your kid right there because you decided to bring it to work? You know, God forbid that ever happens, you know what I'm saying? But I don't understand how that's healthy for a child to see.
I mean, hi Sophie.
She knew exactly where to find you.
Hi baby, share my voice. Hi mama, she met you.
And then the whole pet thing, some of these pets that stay here, they've never even seen another home. This is the home that they got. They've been here forever. And that's sad too. And there's other people that walk their dogs through here all day long, but they don't get told anything.
You know, I've been staying here now at the park like past couple days, recently a lot more, and I see people walking out of there. You see no drinking, no nothing, like no cigarettes and alcohol, none of that stuff in the park. Sophie, stop me. Sophie, I love you too, baby. This is my baby, Sophie. She's a wandering dog, orphan. But anyways, I see people walking out of the rodeo with cups in their hands, and you cannot count them.
Oh no,
There's not alcohol in them.
People are wasted.
Okay,
They're wasted starting stuff with us.
Exactly. There's people walking out of there carrying cups of alcohol.
Let's get drunk and go harass the homeless people.
Yes, how is that legal? When you're already complaining about people here in the park, you're pouring out their beer, you know, the displaced people, you know? It's okay to have a beer now and then.
No, we're considered unhoused individuals.
So they come and they aggravate us and they harass us. But there's people walking out of this rodeo, laughing, drunk off their butt, gonna let them drive and drinking, and it's okay. We're sitting in the park, having a beer, stressed out, depressed, worried where we're gonna lay our head at night. Not like, oh, you guys.
Designated driver. I
don't
doubt they got
understand you
one.
guys' rules. I just don't understand. I don't understand. But that's okay. Let the people walk out with cups of alcohol, buzzed off their butt, and want to come and leave the rodeo.
You know, you can lose everything in one day, and the funny thing is, if you do lose everything in one day, and you ain't got no family to turn to, you're gonna turn to another homeless person. And you know what? And that's the only person you're gonna have to go to. So if anything happens to you overnight, you're gonna go to another homeless person for help. And you know what? Guess what? We're gonna help you.
Exactly.
That's the messed up part. Like, even if the people taking our stuff, if they lost everything tomorrow, we'd be the first people to help them.
Exactly. Exactly. Whatever I eat, you guys eat right along with me.
No matter what the heck they've done to us, I'll never refuse anybody food, not even my worst enemy.
Me either. I get blankets off my own bed.
I
was giving it to
extra
people.
tents for people that needed them. They crushed those with the bulldozer. I had tons of bike parts. They crushed them with the bulldozer. I don't have no more bike parks. I used to let homeless people come to my camp, build a bike, and leave with it for free. I was helping all the homeless people, or I have parts. I have all these parts donated to me. I have all these bikes donated to me so I can help out other people. And they crushed everything. Even our food. I had 3 cases of 24 packs of water that some pedestrian or whoever, some random person came and donated 24 cases of water. At least one person got at least 3 each.
Definitely.
They crushed all those with a bulldozer.
I got 3.
I'd rather them have passed it out through their employees, honestly.
Yeah.
Don't crush our food. Like, we didn't have nothing to eat after that. Yeah, all our friends from the park just started running over, helping me take my stuff, because I had so much stuff. But they have to understand, I help out the homeless community with bikes, and now I ain't got nothing.
Nothing.
I don't even have a running bike for myself right now.
I ain't got a pot or pan to cook, not even a stove, not even a tent.
Do you have your possessions in a safe place now?
No, it's on North Main Street where they wanted it.
Because you have to go sleep on the sidewalk.
Anybody watching it for you?
No.
So you could come
Except
back.
the people that keep snitching on us to the police. They need to get their stuff out of here. They need to pick up their tents. They need to do this. The police said that we could sleep on the sidewalk. They can't block no entrances or exits.
And the sidewalk, how big is the sidewalk? Come on, you can't even put a
4
tent
feet
in it.
wide?
There's people that are walking on the sidewalk, riding their bikes on the sidewalk. Why in the heck would anybody want to run into a tent on the sidewalk? Not that anybody wants to run into tent at
Well, it's a
parks. Yes,
three-way.
we know that. But this used to be a camp from the gate. So I don't understand what's the problem now. Or like I said to the news, why don't you guys have us work to stay here for this rodeo? You guys, the whole week, we could be cleaning, parking cars, doing this, doing that. You guys won't have to pay anybody. Just let us stay here. We could be more than happy to pick up our tents and move to the back area where
Yes.
nobody could see us.
No
If that's
problem.
what the problem is. But put us to work. That's my idea. I don't understand it. Put them to work to stay here. We'll do it for free.
Yes,
It's
we will.
not a problem.
Not a problem.
One of us already works here anyways. You know?
And we work here anyways because we keep the park
Yeah.
clean. We keep the park clean.
One of the guys here used to mow the whole freaking lawn, and I used to get so mad at him. Be like, you know what? Knock it off because they ain't paying you for this. Don't mow their lawn.
But we
They
still
have
did.
landscapers. And he would be like, no.
He needs
I
low
mow
grass
the
for his
whole
golf."
thing with one
Yeah,
single
yeah.
lawnmower.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But it was okay. The park looks a lot better, you know. Now it's starting to look really bad again. You know why? Because the city workers don't come in and clean.
They're not even cleaning the restrooms. Okay, if they don't want the homeless people here, but what about the other people that want to come bring their kids to play and stuff like that? They got to go into dirty bathrooms, and it's not even us that's dirtying it. It's because the cleaners don't come in here and clean the restrooms like they're supposed to.
Give me the cleaning supplies.
I'll do it myself.
Definitely.
Leave the stuff here. Ain't nobody gonna touch it.
Yeah, exactly. We'll give it back to you when we're done.
You know, they do. Some of them do give us garbage bags and stuff like that. You know, but they can't really do too much more. You know, but usually the people that mess stuff up here, they're not even from this park. So, I mean, they're from. They keep telling us, and they keep telling us to go to Chinatown. Go to Chinatown. Who wants to go to Chinatown if we don't live there already? Obviously, there's a reason why we don't go there or live there. Why would we move there now?
Well, me in Chinatown,
I have nothing against Chinatown. I'm just saying I don't live there and I don't want to.
well, I'm different. I used to live there. I lived there in the back of Dorothy's for about a year and a half.
Yeah, I'd hang out there, but you know, there's no way in hell I'm moving there.
There's no way.
It's not safe.
There's no way right now. I can't go down there. I tried going down there, and I ended up bailing out of someone's car and started walking back to the park through the back. It was flashbacks for me, and it brought back a lot of memories, bad ones, and I can't say good ones there. You know,
There's parolees here that have their address illegally to this park. And what if they, okay, they gotta move now. So where's their address gonna be at? They have none. They do the parole visits here. They do the home visits here at this park. They don't have a house to go to, so they do them here. And now what, since he has to leave, he's gonna be violated? I mean, there's
Exactly.
chances of that too, and there's chances of women being out there seeing a lot of those people that, I mean, some women are hiding from certain individuals that have assaulted them in certain ways. You know, I'm not going to give too much about that, but there
Sit,
are some women
sit.
out here like that.
Sit.
And how
Good
is
girl.
that protecting them? And we protect our people here. Nothing happens to them
Nope.
at all.
Sit.
And we make sure of it.
Sit.
If anybody's fighting, it's getting stopped real quick. If
Oh,
anybody's
yeah.
anything's happening, if stuff's getting stolen, believe me, it all comes back. You know, all that stuff.
You don't want no problems here at
No
all.
one's hungry, no one's cold, no one's unhappy here. They're all happy with each other. How would you feel if you lost your family?
I don't know if you guys know what family ties are, you know, but I was raised where my family's first, you know. People out here in the streets are my new family. And,
But we
I
don't
let
want to
them-
stay out here forever. We're
You
not
know?
trying to. We just want to stay out here in the meantime until we get there.
you want me to go, you want us to go and stay out in the street in the corner. You know, you guys saying it's not harmless. How about you put your grandkids or your kids out there? How about, why don't you go out there and stay one night with me out in the streets? I'll stay a
Put
night
them
out
on the
there.
sidewalk, God
Exactly.
forbid a car rears off, a drunk driver rears off the side of the road and hits one of these people
But
in
you
the
say
tent
we're not in
because
harm's
you
way.
guys said it was okay to sleep on the sidewalk.
I mean, we're not in harm's way of being sexual assaulted.
We're not even being
robbed.
seen. You guys can't even see us until you walk in the park. But all the tents are down at 7 a.m. and they're up again at 7 p.m. Which that's an okay deal. We've been fine with that. We've been fine. Everybody's cooperating.
Well, do you know, I went, you need to go and check out over, there's a couple spots here in Salinas, I don't want to say, but real close by, we're like, wow. And I went down there to the housing authority, had an appointment, you know, and I took a walk outside to smoke me a cigarette, and I happened to just look around, and holy Toledo, Batman. Wow. And you're saying about our area, our Sherwood Park, what I've seen in that area is so
That's because
sad.
nobody goes back there like that.
You know,
They don't-
why isn't everybody
except
else
the
just,
employees, the
just
house-
Sherwood Park get sweeps? Just
The
Sherwood
people
Park.
at housing are seeing this stuff.
Right
The people
next
that are at
door.
housing are seeing all these people in the tents.
Oh Lord!
And ain't nobody saying nothing about it. I don't even think they care. They just, you know.
I could have seen Sherwood Parks like that, but we're the cleanest place yet that I know. There's out of all these places for this displaced people like myself. The
We're
park
not
is-
even asking for this place to be a full homeless camp or nothing like that. We just want our people that were here to stay
We just
right
want
here.
some help for
Just
housing
like-
for us.
Yeah,
Some
that's it.
housing help.
Everybody needs help.
You know, all this money you guys are spending on these sweeps. You know what I figured out? You guys could be putting away at least 9, 10 of us every week in a shelter. First rent, the last month deposit, whatever. You know, add that up. How much money you guys spend on these sweeps? You could put 9 of us a week away in places that are safe for us to help us get on our feet. You know, I got Social Security going. I'm pending. You know, all I could do is
She has to have surgery and be on bed rest for a month. She has no bed. She has nowhere to rest her head. How do you expect a person like that to go on bed rest or any of that? They crushed a man that has a missing legs wheelchair with a bulldozer. Our memorials that we have here, there's people that have passed away here that we care about. Their memorials are crushed. Like,
literally.
that crushes our hearts. These people, they died here.
You guys just take the flowers away off the burial site right here. There's a friend of mine that passed away here.
It's your mother, your father, or anybody, everybody who does it, you know, they put flowers, they'll put
And you
pictures,
guys just throw it away.
all this stuff, right there where that person
Stop it.
actually passed that, you know, I'm not saying it's a tradition or anything, but a lot of people do it, you know what I'm saying?
Excuse me,
Everybody
you gotta
does
go
it.
potty. I gotta go, sorry.
And they're over here just throwing it all away. My friend's wife put that stuff there. Her husband died right there. How do you think she feels when you guys are just tearing that whole thing apart? And she doesn't even want to put more flowers. She puts new ones every time. But
It's hard to keep replacing them.
Yeah, it's hard to keep replacing them. We ain't got the money, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Like it freaking really sucks.
Okay, so and I know a lot of people here on the continuum of care, you know, and our union's doing really well with organized space. If let me see if this might be acceptable to you. If there was, you know, the case managers came out and they inspected, spot checked your place and said, okay, pee, poo, trash, and food is in this place. It's not a health and safety risk. Here's the certificate of occupancy. We'll let you stay for a week. Would you find that acceptable? Okay, as a transition.
A week's not enough.
Right. Well, as far as you know, them coming back every week before they can do a sweep, they check you out and make sure you know you're harmless, not homeless, right? You know, you're not needles, and trash, and everything's everywhere. But no, your place is nice and organized, and you know, you're looking for help. Case manager says they have no help for you, but they can give you a passover for not being swept for as long as a duration as it takes for them to come back and do another check.
Would I accept that?
As being validated as a person, as a campsite, as a place where you can be, that you can feel somewhat safe and consistent.
I would accept that.
And then still push for housing.
Help, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To even help them, make it easier on them. Because I'm pretty sure we kind of make it hard on them too. You
Right.
know, I'm not saying we're the only ones taking the beating, because I'm sure they are too, with the big old messes that they have to pick up. You know what I'm saying? But that's their fault. They're the ones that told us to leave it right there. You know, but I'd if they would do that, like go by evaluation, oh yeah, let's check out their place first, and if it's okay, then they could pass it. But if not, then okay, yeah, we got to do the sweep on you. You know, okay, it's understandable, I guess. You know,
Well,
if that's the way they're gonna do it. We're gonna follow rules just as long as they will.
There you go. There you go. And that's the only thing you've been doing is trying to follow their rules. They keep changing.
Day by day, the papers are different and different and different. The papers that are the eviction notice papers. You know, I got a stack of them about like this, and something's always different on every one of them. You know, the cops kept on coming every day and putting the same ones, and then a couple more words on this page, a couple more words on this page. Besides, you're getting kicked and dragged around.
They kicked her in the head when they were trying to wake her up. You know, like.
Kick first and then police or something?
Yeah.
No, they got the baton and they're just like throwing her stuff around and stuff like.
Well, I don't deserve
Get out
that.
of here! You guys got to get out of here! You guys got to get out of here! They're doing this while two churches are right here feeding us food, and I'm like, you're really gonna do this right now while they're feeding us right now? Like, there's two churches here feeding us right now.
They should.
Right now? Yes, right now. They're
Right
here
now.
right now, and you guys are doing this in front of them.
Yeah, the church people be just worried. Are you sure you guys
And
okay?
then the church is looking at us like, oh my God, what are they doing? They're kicking us out of here right now. And the lady's like, right now? And we're like, yep. And she's like, oh my gosh. And they were tripping out.
And they come here every week.
They come here every Saturday. And they came a Saturday telling us to get out of here. And everybody's like, what? We're about to eat right now. They're already forming a line to eat. Like we do every week. They're like, okay, well then eat and go. Just because they were having an event here. We don't bother nobody when they're doing their events. At all. Even the events come and bring us their leftover food. Like, obviously they didn't care that much. You
They
know what I'm
invited
saying?
me to go
They
to
are
the
bringing
events.
us food and stuff.
They invited me and a couple of other displaced people to come on by and come through. They were going to give us shirts and stuff.
Didn't the police tell the church not to come back anymore?
Yes,
I'm not sure.
they did. They told the Friday night that used to come and feed us, the Victory Outreach. They told them not to bring us no more food.
They did.
They sure did. We asked them. I seen them. One of the girls was my homegirl, and then I seen her, and she told us, "Oh, I'm sorry, mija, we're not bringing you stuff no more." But the police officers told us not to bring it no more.
Oh, that's messed up.
This is a church.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Friday nights they used to come out here.
Yeah, I know. Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
So does that seem consistent with all their services that they say they're providing, not providing, and then also blocking people from providing what they're not providing.
Well, they're gonna stop them, so then why don't they start it then?
I mean, why don't they help us? You know, we're doing everything, we did everything they told us to do. We put applications in at all these departments that's supposed to be coming available. There's 1,000 people putting applications for 81 apartments.
I still haven't even been contacted by any housing people.
I haven't either.
Period.
I have not either.
At all. Not one. Not Tina, not nobody. Nobody.
Nope, me either. And I put in quite a few applications.
Been contacted by not one
Talking about
person.
Tina LaPearl from the city.
Yes, I have. She was coming over here bringing applications, blah, 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 for everybody, this and that. I did not receive nothing from her.
Me either.
I don't even know. I know what she looks like, yes, but I have never been contacted by her. I never received no application. I never got to fill one out. I didn't even know about them.
I went ahead and went down to the housing authority myself, and one of the ladies helped me, give me a ride down to the housing authority. Quite a few of us ladies went with her, and we're doing it on our own, but we was doing it before this Tina lady even came out to the park. We was already ahead of the program. Since we heard about these apartments, we jumped on it.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
these apartments are only for certain individuals, and I don't qualify.
You know, and it's a lottery.
So,
What is
even if I
that?
wanted to fill out the application, thered be no point in it because I wouldn't be accepted. You have to be accepted, and it takes months. No, we got to be out of here now, they say. So
Yeah.
how are you supposed to get in there months from? We don't have months.
We have just today.
They went and they almost picked up all my stuff again right here on North Main. I have it right here in the parking lot across the street, and there was a guy with the truck with the trailer right there next to it, and one of my friends runs over there. They're like, hey, they're just cooking across the street. Don't take their stuff. And I guess he looked at her and she's like, are you here to pick up that stuff? He's like, yeah. And she's like, no, they're just across the street. And then he just took off. He didn't take it.
Well, it happened to me. At first we couldn't leave our stuff in the parking lot here, so we took it across the street. Then all of a sudden they're saying we couldn't keep it across the street. So I took my stuff on the side, in the back there, and there was nobody there, nothing, and I put it out of the way. And one of the displaced ladies from across the street hollered at me if I wanted a burrito, because there was some nice gentleman passing out burritos to all of us people on the streets. So I said, sure. So I went to go run across the street. By the time I ran across the street and get ready to come back, just right across the street and back, there was a police officer all over my belongings, and he had them in his hand. He was going to take them, and I just said, please, sir, that's all I have. That's all I have.
What?
You know, by the grace of God, I prayed on it, and the man had a little decency in it. You know, had a little heart in him to let me take it, because I didn't have nothing except my 2 cards right there. But that's how quick they take your stuff.
And we know we're not supposed to have the carts. We know. They won't, I don't know what it is. They told us to tarp our stuff and dump out the carts and tarp your stuff. Okay, so we could tarp it and drag it across the street? Yeah, do whatever. Where do we live? Right here on the street, on the sidewalk.
You know, so what? I'm gonna go sleep on the sidewalk, and what? That's okay for you guys? It's okay?
The pastor at the church said that we could stay there in this parking lot as long as we clean up our mess and this, and the cops went over there and told him no. But it's his property.
That's really, really sad. You know?
He told them not to be letting people stay right there. And the pastor's like, but this is my property. Like, I can have whoever I want stay here.
It's harassment. They're harassing us.
No, the pastor went with it. Now we had to take our stuff out of there.
Now, where are we supposed to go? To the sidewalk? Because if that's where you want, the sidewalk, I will be there tonight on that sidewalk. Because
During the sleep, they even have the bathrooms locked and everything, too.
you know,
So you're talking about church property, and the city went and
They're picking
intimidated
up
the
stuff
pastor.
off church property and taking it and bulldozing it. And the church property is supposed to be a sacred place. They're not supposed to enter that property. And I know this. Our stuff is supposed to be safe on that property. We're supposed to be safe on that property. And obviously we're not. Because they're going up in that property too and taking the stuff from there. Even after the pastor says it's okay.
that is so much of a harassment. So what? If I don't go by their stands and go sleep out there on the sidewalk, but I'm going to be going to jail for being displaced?
Really?
How is that going to look in court? How is that going to look to all you officers? Oh, I'm in here because I'm displaced. You know? Well, they say 3 meals in a cot, huh?
What law are we breaking?
Exactly. What law are we breaking? Because we are displaced. I don't want to be here.
We're gonna lock this person up because they ain't got nowhere to live.
You didn't afford rent?
It's war against the poor.
You know?
Like, for what?
And we're obeying
You know
all
you guys are
laws.
gonna win.
All laws we are
You guys
obeying
always
them.
win. But let us win one.
Help us. To help ourselves. Get us going, you know?
Let you guys be the motivation for us to get up and actually do something, not to get us swept out of here. No, you guys are supposed to help us get up on our feet. Not get up on our feet and leave.
Exactly, you know? You know what it does to a person mentally, physically?
Traumatizes a person. Why do you think these people lead to drugs and lead to violence and stuff like that? Because people are taking stuff that belongs to them and it's traumatizing them. That's all they got left to turn to is drugs and violence and stuff like that after that. We're traumatizing them. That'll put a toll on somebody hard. Like you're taking everything they have left. And then you meet these violent homeless people. Well, I wonder why they're like that. Probably because somebody's ripped something out of their hands that they love so much. And it's traumatizing. One of the guys that does the cleanup here, he gags every time he's doing the garbage. It's hilarious.
Landscapers are the ones who are doing the sweeps. It should be city,
Yeah, they have
legally, it should be
landscaping
city
right
workers.
after.
City workers, not landscapers.
And would you find the landscapers very professional when
No.
they implement their duties?
No, one of them are the
Gentlemen
ones
are
that brought their
rude.
kid to work.
They're so rude and
That's the supervisor.
Yeah, that dude is horrible.
laugh in your face.
Yeah, all they do is laugh at you and they're just standing there. Oh my god, it's horrible.
They look at you like you're a piece of
And I told
Garbage.
him, God forbid this ever happens to you or one of your children or your family members. I hope this never happens to you. Because you'll definitely know how it feels, especially if they gotta go through this. It sucks having to pick up your stuff every day and moving it. We ain't got nowhere to move it to. So they're just saying that we shouldn't have no stuff.
You know,
It's
there's
just, we
Get
shouldn't
the
even
bags
have
up.
a tent because you know what? We're gonna have to store it somewhere. But if I store it somewhere, they're gonna take it.
they say your families, you go to your families. How about if some of us don't have families? Or how about if some of us, like me for instance, my girls just barely got their Section 8. And I'll be damned if they're gonna lose their Section 8. They suffered hard enough to get their Section 8.
Section
I'm not
8
gonna
don't
go
even
stay
let
with
people
them.
spend the night. So
Exactly. They
that's
have
another
rules
law that's gonna be broken.
too. You know, I'm not gonna have my grandkids lose their spot, and my daughter lose her spot due to the fact that they're not staying there. They was out here struggling for a long time to get where they're at, and I'm so proud that they finally got them a place where they can rest their head. And I'm not gonna go and jeopardize that. And I have no parents.
But you do have a family right next to you.
I sure do. That is my new family here at Sherwood Park. And we do help each other as much as we can. Even hard times, and I pray and I say, you guys, come on. You can't give up. You can't give up. The Lord's not going to put more on our plate than we can handle. You can ask him why, how, come, this and that, to blue in the face. You got a plan for all of us. That's all I got to say. All I have to say is switch places with us. Switch places,
Or just listen.
please.
Nobody ever gives anybody the chance to just hear what they're saying or hear what's going on. They just look and be like, oh, like what the heck? They don't have no idea what's going on. But then again, nobody's been hurt though either. You know what I'm saying? Like, my friend told me, she's like, just make sure you get your voice out there. Make sure you get your voice out there. She's like, whatever you do, don't stop. She's like, somebody will hear you.
Somebody, please.